Hi guys, it's Matthew here. Welcome back to another video on my channel today. And yes, guys, my background has changed again because I didn't really like how stuff was laying out on that shelf. So I rearranged everything and found a different spot for everything as well. So yeah, I changed it again because because some stuff wasn't really working out for there. So I moved stuff around and found a different spot for everything. So yeah, I wanted to address that real quick as a matter of fact. But yeah, this is how it's gonna stay for a while as a matter of fact. And yes, I used to have a bunch of Funkos right here on the windowsill, but I made room. I made room for more Funko Pops down the line, as a matter of fact. But so yeah, guys. With that out of the way, I finished up another horror franchise. I'm not so sure if some people would even call it a franchise, but I recently watched all four Pet Sematary movies, as a matter of fact. So I thought it would be fun to rank them from worst to best, as a matter of fact. But so yeah, guys, those of you guys that are new to the channel, I do more than just movies and TV related stuff. I also do Lego related stuff. I do haul and unboxing videos, and I play video games. I do all sorts of stuff like that here on the channel. So if you guys like to watch anything like that on YouTube and want to show your support, be sure you hit that like button as well as the red subscribe button, but most importantly, make sure you press that notification bell so you don't miss anything in the future. But with all that being said though, guys, enjoy the video. Let's get started, as a matter of fact. So, coming in last place for me easily, I'm gonna go with Pet Sematary 2, the sequel to the original Pet Sematary. So now, I did not finish this movie at all. I actually thought that this movie was really bad, and for some reason they thought, hey, the first movie did really well. Why don't we do a sequel to that with all new characters and with no connection to the first one, and see how that does. And then, well, it didn't really work out, because I straight up did not finish this movie. I thought the characters were like super unlikable. I guess the main character, I can't remember his name right offhand, but all of these characters are forgettable, and he is the most memorable character. But then the other boy, his stepdad, is like the worst character in this entire movie. Like he doesn't help him take care of his dog or anything, and he just wants to kill the dog. And then he forces him to bury him. He forces to bury his own dog with his friend, and I just thought that was stupid and upsetting. And then what happens to the dog? I don't know. I didn't make it that far because I only watched like the first 30 minutes of this movie and then turned it off. But I bet you anything, the dog pretty much comes back to life. But yeah, this is actually one of the worst sequels I have ever seen in my life. I am not joking. This movie is just straight up horrid, in my personal opinion, as a matter of fact. But not too far behind that. At number 3, we have Pet Sematary Bloodlines. I wasn't a fan of this one either. This one I don't think I finished either, but I will say that this is a bit of a step up from the sequel to the original Pet Sematary, because I got through more of this movie, and I'm always intrigued when they do prequels, and And this is like one of the rarest. This is a rare occasion where I don't like the prequel at all, because normally I enjoy prequels to movies, but there's a couple of them that just don't work, and some prequels that are just not necessary, and that's what I thought. That's what I thought about this movie. I actually thought that this movie was pretty boring. I like how we got like Judd's backstory, because they told in a movie form. But even though we already know his like full on backstory, we even though we already know like his full on backstory, this prequel wasn't really necessary. And if they tell you somebody's backstory in like the first movie, and if it's like enough to know what happened with the character, there's no need to do a prequel, because you already know the specific details. Like, we don't need like a whole movie about it, as a matter of fact. So yeah, I actually see a lot of people put this one in last place, and I don't understand why, because I actually find this one more intriguing than Pet Sematary 2, as a matter of fact. But yeah, this movie, it's, I wouldn't say that it's bad, but it's meh though, in my opinion. Coming in at number 2, these first two movies I actually think are really good. Like, there's a massive gap between my top 2 and the bottom 2, as a matter of fact. And this is going to be a hot take, but at number 2, I'm going with the original Pet Sematary from I can't remember. It was 1980 something. I can't remember the year right offhand. But yeah, so yeah, I really enjoyed this movie for what it delivered. I know this is a fan favorite when it comes to Stephen King, and several people enjoy this movie, and I totally get why. And yeah, this movie's pretty darn good for an 80s film, and it's actually one of Stephen King's best movies, as a matter of fact. But honestly, I prefer the one that I have above it a little bit more, as a matter of fact. But for me, coming in the first place, I'm gonna go with Pet Sematary, the remake, from 2019. So now, I hear a lot of mixed reviews about this remake. I heard some people like it, and some people say that it ruins the original. But personally, both adaptations are really close. But I would say I prefer this one by a hair more than the first one, because what I really enjoyed about this movie is like those kids like wearing the animal masks, and they're like having that procession. I thought that was a nice added detail that the original one didn't have. And what I really like about this movie is the whole eerie feel that it has. And I really like the whole setting of the remake as well. I really like John Lithgow as Judd, and the dad in this movie, played by Jason Clarke. He actually plays Malcolm in Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and I really think he also does a good job in this movie as well. It is tragic though that the little girl dies. I do actually like how they reversed it, because in the original one it was the son, but in this one it was the daughter, and in both versions there's a son and a daughter, but they switched it, and I actually thought that was good, because this is a remake, and I like how they changed. I like the changes that they made to this movie. I actually thought they did a pretty good job with this remake. And honestly, I do think that this movie is overhated, because I actually thought that this was a pretty good adaptation for what it delivered, as a matter of fact. And yeah, the whole ending is kind of weird and wacky, because the dad, because the husband, because the dad and the mom both die, and they join and they join their daughter, and then the son is like sitting in the car, and hoping that they will be just like the three of them, as a matter of fact. So yeah, I really do like all the added details that were added into here that the original one didn't have. And honestly, I really enjoyed this remake, and for me, this is my personal favorite out of the Pet Sematary movies. So there you have it, guys. There's my ranking of all four Pet Sematary movies, as a matter of fact. So let me know your ranking down below in the comment section, as a matter of fact. My list is not the right list, it's just my list, and I would love to see your list as well, as a matter of fact. But so yeah, guys, that is going to do it for this video, as a matter of fact. Be sure you hit that like button as well as that red subscribe button, but most importantly, make sure you press that notification bell so you don't miss anything in the future. But without any further ado, guys, I'm going to go get bringing back to more videos, because more videos are on the way sooner rather than later, as a matter of fact, guys. But with that said, though, take care, drink water, and stay safe, and I will see you all in the very next video. Bye!